Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said Ooni of Ife's father slammed and rebuked an elder who had been trying to convince the king to marry the US nurse. I don't know if you remember this US nurse. There was a time an alleged information was making around the social media that the king, that an elder in the palace suggested that the king should marry a nurse, you know, so that he will see someone that will be readily available to take care of him anytime he falls sick. And from what we heard, they said this US nurse has been in a very serious relationship with Ooni of Ife. As a matter of fact, there was a time they were making marriage preparations. And that period was when they said that Queen Naomi don't want to ever see Ooni of Ife. That was when they said Ooni almost give up that on Queen Naomi, that she will never accept him back. Because during that period, they said she don't pick his calls. She don't even give him the opportunity to see Priest Adenikawo. That is to tell you how angry and sad she was then. So then Ooni thought that she have lost everything when it has to do with Queen Naomi. But as God may have it, they said the Ooni of Ife's family went and met with the family of the nurse. Where the whole thing started was that because they said one of the uncles to that US nurse is in the palace as a chief, you know. So when all this marriage bonanza was going on, they said the man started trying to convince the king to get married to that nurse, that he needed a nurse who will be always available to take care of him when he falls sick, you know. And this come up when they said the king had a serious health issue. And they said the king was kind of nurturing that idea, because at a point he allowed his people to go and meet the family of the nurse, although they did not conclude the marriage stuff. And the nurse also agreed, because they said she came back then getting ready to go into the palace and all of that. But as God may have it, they said the marriage, I don't know what happened then. It was when they said when Naomi now started giving the king a little attention. That was when he now decides that he is never going to continue with any form of marriage. That even if it will take him 20 years, you know, to make up with Queen Naomi, that he is going to do just that. And that was why they said the marriage with the nurse ended then. They said they made family investigation. I don't know what they find out. That was why they said they backed Ooni of Ife backed out of that marriage. Okay, right now, they said that uncle of the US nurse started, now they said, they noticed that the king is making every effort to say that Queen Naomi returns back to the palace. And they know that if the king should either by mistake go and marry another person right now, that the reunion between him and Queen Naomi will never take place again. They now come up with this idea of concluding the marriage they started with the nurse. And it was that same uncle who started it again. Even they said this time around that they are very serious, that they can go to any length to see that they complete that marriage arrangement. And as a matter of fact, we do know that the king is kind of, will I say, vulnerable to women when it has to do with women. And let's say it's his weakest point. And they, at his level and the class, everyone would want to be his wife, you know. So, but right now that the king is listening to his father, because the reason why he made a lot of mistakes with these women is because they said at that point he doesn't listen to his brother and his father, who understand that they are using him to play politics, and he thought they are just giving him women and all of that. So they said right now the king's father is now always fighting and protecting. It's not even that marriage. It's not only just this US marriage. They said there was a certain marriage, even that the sisters were standing and trying to see that that one worked. It was the same his father who noticed that they want to use his son to play politics, you know, and he stopped it. And he also noticed that they are manipulating the king you know, and they say it is his father right now that is stopping everything. So when this elder right now came up with this idea of the king trying to go and conclude the marriage, and the worst part of it is that they said the nurse in question is back in Nigeria. According to the news, they say she have come back to spend Christmas with her family. But the main reason why they come back is for them to conclude what they started with the king, which is that marriage. And as it is right now, the king's father have said allegedly that these people have gone far. They have done things that they are not supposed to do just to make sure that they achieve this. But he is never going to allow them access closer to the king at all, because when I know say if they do anything, can't conclude them. The moment the king see the lady, anything can happen, and that is why they said the king's father have blasted the man, telling the man that look, oh, you see all these politics that you guys are trying to play with my son, it is never going to work. That he was quiet all this while. This time around, he's never going to keep quiet again. That he's never going to allow that lady come close an inch close to the palace, not to talk of going closer to the king, because they know that you guys are spiritually prepared, that it is never going to happen. They said the king's father said that enough is enough. Enough is enough. Not at this point that Queen Naomi have changed her mind over the king, because from all that we have been hearing, she have changed her mind. But the only thing that is still keeping her outside the palace is the Olories in that palace. And the king, on the other hand, is making effort to see that all these women relocate, you know. And the main reason of their relocation is not just for Queen Naomi's return. It's for them to live peacefully. Because a lot of people have been saying this, that if you look at the king from the outside, you might think that he is happy and peaceful. But when you go inside there, they are giving him a lot of troubles. They are really stressing the young man out, you know. And these are the things that he is trying to avoid. It's not all about Queen Naomi's return, although it's part of it anyway. But another main reason why he wants all these women to live separately is so that there won't be all these gbasgbos every now and then. He will have peace of mind, because that is the only thing he needed as a king, to concentrate. With the gbasgbos they are giving him, and the worst part of it is that the way they will be making people see them outside, because they say they have this ability to keep their dirty lining inside and come outside to pretend and make people believe that all is well with them. That sometimes they will be in a very serious altercation in that palace, but when it has to do with coming outside, all of them will behave themselves and you will not notice anything. And that is why a lot of people will tell you that this Mariam that you're talking about, I saw Mariam with the king somewhere the other day. Well, does it mean that they are not having problem or not? They are having serious problems, but they have built themselves in a way that no matter what happens inside that palace, it remains in that palace. They don't take it outside, although it's a good thing anyway, but it is affecting the king's health drastically. So these are the things that his father is trying to protect and prevent. So guys, I just saw this and I thought I should come and share it with you. Don't forget that they are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind, because I do not live in the palace. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Give this video a thumbs up and share it. My God will bless you. Bye for now. Love you guys.